St. George's Church is the only English-speaking Anglican congregation in Lisbon, Portugal. It is at Rua São Jorge 6, north of the Estrela Garden. History. In 1654 a treaty between Oliver Cromwell and John IV of Portugal allowed English residents in Portugal to profess their own religion in private houses, and that finally a place be allowed for them to bury their dead. A chaplaincy was established, with services held in the home of the British envoy. Notable burials in the cemetery include the tomb of the writer Henry Fielding. Anglicans in Portugal petitioned for permission to build a church, but until the early 19th century the Portuguese Inquisition prevailed on the monarch not to grant it. A church of St. George the Martyr was built in the cemetery in 1882 but burnt down in 1886. The present church was designed by the London-based architects John Medland and Charles Edward Powell and consecrated in 1889. It is a Romanesque revival building with a narthex, blind arcades and rose window in its west front. The cemetery includes 31 Commonwealth War graves, 5 from the First World War and 26 from the Second. 29 are in individual plots, 2 are in private family vaults. They include members of the British Army, Royal Navy, Royal Air Force, Royal Canadian Air Force, Merchant Navy and British Overseas Airways Corporation. Greater Lisbon Chaplaincy. In 1984 St. George's was amalgamated with St. Paul's Church, Estoril to form the Greater Lisbon Chaplaincy. This is part of the Church of England diocese in Europe. Fincham Pipe Organ. When the existing church was designed, traditional choir stalls were included in front of the sanctuary, and Henry Fincham of London built and installed a 2-manual pipe organ for £526. It has 25 ranks with 61 note compass of the manuals and 30 note compass of the pedals. There were 2 minor changes to the great organ which, in its original state, did not include mutation stops. This is the current disposition of the organ after 125 years of use. Great I 8 feet open diapason, 8 feet Lieblich gedacht, 8 feet Gambe, 4 feet principal, 22/3 Nazard, 2 feet 15th, 13/5 tierce, 8 feet corno de bassito, 8 feet trumpet. Pedal 16 feet grande open diapason, 16 feet Borden, swell, 2 16 feet double open diapason, 8 feet horn diapason, 8 feet stop diapason, 8 feet vox angelica, 8 feet voice celeste, 4 feet principal, 4 feet flute cemini, 2 feet 15th. 3 mixture, 8 feet cornopian, 8 feet hautboy, 8 feet vox humana. Swell tremulant, swell to great super, swell to great, swell to pedal, great to pedal, swell shades open catch mechanism. 5 preset piston shoes.